down here, and we'll get the green flag from Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm going to go boogity, 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 boys.
And much like Michigan, they're already 3 wide.
It's one good thing about this racetrack. This is the 7th race here. We finally have 2 and 3 grooves of racing. You'll run where your car feels the best.
And we've had enough.
Whoa, in the wall, Newman. And Park spins.
Caution is out.
Steve Park keeps it all but off the wall, and I believe the car into the outside wall may have been Ryan Newman. Caution's out.
Looks like Bill Elliott will bring him down and lead this first lap as he takes his caution flag. There's you see Ryan Newman, the 12 car, smoking. He definitely got in the wall, but a lot of damage on this Pennzoil car.
Yeah, that car is wounded badly. You can see it's running all cock-wobbled there.
Hawk-wobbled?
Cock-wobbled, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
About pancaked. That's
pancake
yeah,
right
that's
there.
Right side of
the right
Newman's
side
car.
of the 12 car.
Cock-wobbled is a Southern California term.
Okay.
Well, let's see if we can analyze this. Newman or Park already sliding back, and he and Newman just get together, and oh gosh, they get together big time.
Park had already slid back to the 5th position.
Yeah.
Looked like his car was just moving up the racetrack and was not turning on probably low air pressure on his tires.
There was such high expectations.
Hey, makes up the distance as the pace truck heads for pit road. And we are set to the green flag here at Watkins Glen. Kevin Harvick, 3. How about 4 wide into turn 1?
Oh, almost contact between the 16. Oh, there was contact. Jeff Gordon, the leader. I think maybe he and Bimble made contact getting down in the corner.
Remember in New Hampshire, they had a little confrontation about Gordon and Bimble getting back on the lead lap? Wow. They said it was settled. Maybe it's just flared up again accidentally. Jeff Gordon has continued away. The track is clear. We stay under green. The inner loop, or the bus stop, as some people call it.
And if you get in that gravel pit, it becomes a rest area. Pretty deep rest area.
Here's the out. Oh, Kyle Petty in trouble at the inner loop. That's on the outside of the track, so he didn't even get through the corner. And he got stuffed into the styrofoam. Big.
Guys, the whole front right side rear. He's towards you.
Full course caution is out as they complete lap 1. Kyle Petty did not come out of successfully. Here it comes. Wow. Look at that.
And that's a slow part of the racetrack.
Yeah, I can't figure that one out.
All right, fellas, they come off turn number 3, the final corner here. Time to get this show on the road.
DW, we get to turn 1, flat corner, 200 miles per hour. Reach up there and pull them belts tight one more time. Boogity, 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 boys, let's go racing! I think they heard me.
One good thing about this racetrack, you see right from the get-go, they can run 2 and 3 wide through those flat corners.
Yeah, used to, we like to run right around the bottom. Whoa, 89 there, Morgan Shepherd.
And that's a replacement engine this morning for Morgan. This was going to be the first laps that we're going to see. He did not get to practice with that engine. Saw Mark Martin right there, the 6 car last week's winner. A good sign. He's got a good race car, something you don't see Mark Martin do. Quick practice early.
Yeah, but Joe got a heck of a jump across the tunnel there. And Joe Nemechek in the 01 car has jumped out in front. Nice move.
He's trying to recover from a couple of rough weeks, 2 weeks at Lowe's Motor Speedway and then last week at Dover. And we hear the caution is out.
Well, I think based on what happened last week, smoke, maybe there's some oil there. We better check it.
Last week at Dover, Casey Mears went into turn 3 with a broken oil line. The way the car behaved, it looked like he might have a tire rub. Time to get this show on the road.
DW, next time by off into turn 1, over 200 miles per hour. Reach up there and pull them belts tight one more time.
Here they come, boys. Green flags out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Mark Martin in trouble.
Whoa. I mean, he's in big trouble. He's not even going.
Never got up to speed in the 6 car.
He's down on the apron. He's got serious problems.
Boy, that spread the field out behind him. They are 3 wide, exiting turn 2. Robbie Gordon
got
around.
trouble. Robbie Gordon in the 31 car right in front of the field.
Oh, man, is anybody else going to get in it? They're going everywhere back there.
Remember, he started in the 5th position. The caution is out. Can you believe? I don't think anyone ever touched him.
Pace car is off 43, coming to get the green flag at the 4-year-old Kansas Speedway with 80,000 fans on their feet in the grandstands. Infield's been packed all weekend, and here we go, the chase is on. Trouble for the 40 car of Sterling Marlin, off the pace early.
The 16 back there, too? Or?
No, that was the 72, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Dropping to the rear at the start. Nemechek into 3.
And Casey Kane, the 9 car, being pushed out to the outside, and NASCAR's throwing a caution flag for debris on the front stretch.
And this will be a challenge to freeze this field. It's a clutch or transmission problem is what we're hearing on the 40 car Sterling Marlin, coasting midway between turns 1 and 2. Dave, what do you got?
And guess what the yellow flag is related to? Those very parts being on the track. And there they are. Ooh. And Sterling Marlin may be the car that dropped him. He said, I think I have a clutch problem, guys.
Better than 150,000 on hand. This is a very loud and vocal crowd here in racing's hometown. And the pace car is off. 334 laps to make up the 500 miles tonight. And we're under green in Charlotte.
Scott Riggs, we got another car.
They're wrecking. Greg Biffle's in the wall. That's Kurt Busch, the championship leader, the blue and yellow car on the bottom of the racetrack. How much damage?
I don't think he got much damage out of that.
We're in it. The right front got damaged pretty bad.
He said the right front was damaged pretty bad. We see where the fender is bent a little bit.
That is just a tough break for Scott. He had a good starting spot. See, he's trying to get out of the way right there. Then everybody comes in, and the guys in the back are going fast, got nowhere to go, and they just jam up.
Was that Andretti that ran in the back? Yes, that was John Andretti, the 14 car. His first race with this team ran in the back of Biffle as Biffle tried to stop and avoid the 10.
Bet there's more than a few butterflies in those race cars right now.
But this is what they've been waiting for. They want to get this thing going. As soon as that green flag drops, butterflies will be gone.
267 laps, 400 miles. The Ford 400 is underway.
And there you see Greg Biffle giving the 97 car plenty of room getting into turn 1. Uh-oh, we got trouble already in turn 1.
Cars in the wall. It's toward the back of the field. Was Jimmy Johnson in it? It's Mike Bliss. Is that Hermie Sadler in the 02?
Yes, it is.
Jimmy Johnson got through. Wow.
Well, there's one lucky episode he got through.
Bliss coming at you left of the screen.
Hermie just goes around, looks like.
No, he made contact with somebody. Somebody hit him in the left front, and he lost control.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was way up high going into turn 1. They were 3 abreast. There was no room, and it looks like Bliss just spun it to avoid Hermie.
DW, let me tell you about a good feeling. Next time we come around, over 190 miles per hour, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time.
Get up on your feet in the suite. Here we come. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. Bobby Jr. heard me. 32 car didn't get a very good start.
Trouble back straight away. Car around. That was Bobby Labonte's second week in a row.
A lot of cars around.
Jeff
That's a
Gordon,
huge
the 24,
wreck.
Matt Kenseth in the 17. Remember, this
They're
is what
still wrecking.
Bobby Labonte early in the race at Las Vegas.
They're still wrecking back there.
Kurt Busch, our points leader in the 97 car.
And just like yesterday, we don't get through the first lap here.
That started off at turn 2, and I tell you what happened. Bobby Jr. got up on the outside there, and I can't tell you who had the lift, but that's what bottlenecked these guys up.
It's Bobby Labonte's not even in the top 35 right now.
Well, it was Casey Mears that got loose first.
I think that really started a little further up with those guys reacting to what they saw.
For Bobby Labonte, though, who has won here 6 times, and that Joe Gibbs number 18.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Trouble, turn 3. Dale Jarrett.
The first lap of those first 10.
Yeah, this is the track is just treacherous right now, Larry. It's slick. This is one of my big concerns. If I was a driver down there tonight, I'd be saying 10 laps.
I think a very cold tire with a very slick racetrack.
Darrell, you said in these first laps, turn 3 would be.
Hold your line. That's what I was doing.
Let's see what happens. The UPS Ford.
Oh, that looks like may have gotten some contact there from
Robbie Gordon.
Robbie Gordon.
7.
You heard.
For more info on Pocono, including DW's hotspots, log on to foxsports.com, keyword FedEx.
DW, the next time we come down this straightaway going into turn 1, 202 miles per hour, reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Woohoo! Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go rolling, boys!
3 wide already in the straightaway. Jeff Green dropped to the inside. They're 3 wide through turn 1 there.
Boy, Casey Kane washed way up the track down there.
J.J. Yaley in the 18 car up there in no man's land as well. Way up above the group.
A little dusty out there right now.
Man 11th in points. Denny Hamlin only 80 points behind Ted.
Oh, trouble, big trouble.
Big pile up. Casey Mears is in it. Scott Briggs and J.J. Yaley up by the wall may have squeezed through without damage, but look at the back end of Mears, number 42.
I think Scott Riggs, the 10 car, may have been in the beginning of this a little bit.
Yeah, he's got damage to his right front, Larry, or at least he's got tire rub on the right front, so they obviously made contact.
Me too. I got way loose.
I just heard someone say they got real loose.
Yeah.
Once again, I just think this racetrack is totally different than it was yesterday.
Well, and of course it's dirty. We saw all that dust and all that debris flying around, and you're going to get real loose here on the get-go. See him right there. He just gets in there in the front end, just kind of the back end steps out.
Now watch Yaley right behind Casey Mears, hard on the brakes. Not sure if he got the wall, but he did not contact either of those cars. 11. Good passing zone entering turn 11. It's the slowest corner on the course. You get down to 35 miles an hour in the middle of that corner.
The best place to make a clean pass.
Yeah, DW, best I can tell, I don't know what to tell you to expect here on lap 1, so you better reach up here and pull those belts tight one more time.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go road racing today, boys!
Drag race to the top of the hill. Whoa, man, McMurray's in trouble. Seen that happen so many times.
The blue flag waving means there is a car off course. Now there are two. Bobby Labonte is around.
Happens almost every time we come here, that little chain reaction back through the field.
The blue flag is a local issue. Be careful. It does not mean we're under caution. The yellow flag is only used for a full course caution. Whoa, Robbie Gordon, right out there against the barrier.
Racetrack.
How many drivers were in on that little deal you did tonight that they all got the message, I assume?
Yes, and the fella who Kurt said might end up in the weeds got out there in the dirt. Jamie McMurray in the car that Kurt drove here last year.
I think he's going to get back. Kurt Busch, uh-oh, got another car around over here coming through turn 8. Oh, no!
Hard lick.
Kenny
Man, Sterling Marlin in the 14 car, and they're still stacking up. Casey Mears.
One car, T-bone Schrader extremely hard.
Oh, it was an incredible lick.
That's Tom Hubert in the 27 car.
Tom Hubert nailed Kenny Schrader.
We are under a full course caution now here coming to lap 1.
So we failed to complete a lap under green.
Racetrack is so narrow there through the S.
And Larry, these tires that they're running here this year do not hook up very well for a couple of laps. It's a little harder rear tire, and the tires just don't hook up like they have here in the past.
Schrader's okay. Casey Mears will pilot his car back to the garage. Sterling Marlin is okay. Now
You're
this is at turn 9.
Yeah, the 21 car gets sideways. I don't know if he got help or not. We'll see here momentarily. I don't think he did. Carl Edwards didn't touch him. Kenny just spun the car, got up on the curb. But man, when he comes back out in the racetrack, the melee breaks loose.
And you can see Dave Blaney getting in the back. And look at Jamie McMurray, the guy that sat on the outside pole because of what happened up there in turn 2.
The King Richard Petty's car with Bobby Labonte aboard. He hasn't won in 138 starts. Here they come, 2 by 2. Fans on their feet. Sit back and enjoy, folks. NASCAR Nextel Cup Racing at Rosemover Speedway underway. Said, that's my groove, and I'm going to take it early on.
Well, he just dusted him off 3 wide on the top side of turn 2, heading down the back straightaway, and didn't think twice about that corner being slick or nothing. David Rudiman in the wall already, right off the bat.
Rudiman trying to follow.
Hold it up there, hold it up.
Entering Calamity Corner, you heard us talking about it.
I thought that was too early to be getting up in that groove. Especially when Junior got up there too quick, and then here Rudiman follows him up there and gets in the wall.
Oh, man, I tell you, you really had to be nervy.
I just drove in there and it tried to just come around.
You had to be nervy, Dale Earnhardt Jr., driving in turn 2, 3 wide like he did. But he learned something last night.
We thought David Rudiman would have learned a little bit, too, because he got in the wall in the Busch race. It's just so difficult to get going here on these cold tires.
Andy, he was almost in the tracks of Earnhardt Jr. Earnhardt Jr. didn't slip, but he did.
But his car was just a little bit freer than Junior's, and that's how he got up there.
It is 6 lanes wide, and it looks somewhat like the Oklahoma Land Rush. The old photos of the wagons going side by side, because when they get the green flag and cross the line, they will scatter out 4 and 5 wide. Glad to have you with us as they come down for the green flag at Pocono Raceway. Fairly conservative on the start, just 3 wide.
Mark Martin got a great run on the outside there and passed Jimmy Johnson in the middle of turn 1 and 2. Has the lead down the backstretch. We see him starting to fan out now. The good thing about turn 1 was you didn't have to get down to single file, but you can't be 3 wide going in here, as we see some guys have to get back in line.
Encourage you to sit up on the box and say, okay, it's a long race, guys. Take it easy at first. These guys just piled down. Oh, my goodness, got trouble here.
29, Kevin Harvick involved. Again, he was involved in an early incident a week ago, and can they miss him? Remember, he was a victim of the 2 car that Kurt Busch had spun on lap 14. He can ill afford to lose any more points.
Boy, he dodged a major bullet right there spinning in front of these guys. Didn't seem to get any damage from it.
And you can't say that this was being over-aggressive, but when you're in the middle of the pack, you have to race. You have to go through that tunnel turn. And the first time, they didn't have practice yesterday, as we've documented. So going through that tunnel turn, you get back to the gas. It's not uncommon for something like that to happen.
I just can't get over how aggressive all the drivers were on the start of that race.
Well, we can talk about it as we see the replay here. And it looks like possibly Kevin got a little bit of help. I don't think he was expecting Joe Nemechek to jump down in there. Yeah. And the 78 car got into the left rear quarter panel of Kevin Harvick. But he does a great job. We see Kevin right here standing in the throttle to keep the car off the wall. Joe Nemechek also spinning.
Out is coming to its feet. The Chevrolet Corvette pace car will be pulling down pit road, making that left turn right there. And here comes Juan Pablo Montoya and Jimmy Johnson and the 17th Brickyard 400 at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway, with Dallas Clark of the Indianapolis Colts on the tower, waves the green flag, and we are green. Saw Jeff Gordon get a little close to the wall in turn 2. Juan Pablo Montoya, trouble already down in turn 2. Sam Hornish has turned around. The 18 of Kyle Busch is going around. Hornish still in the middle of the racetrack. Look out, that was close.
Looked like Kyle Busch got by without much damage, but you see Hornish has damage, and also looks like Reed Sorensen.
Definitely Reed Sorensen in it. There is Sam as he has turned around, the 2006 Indy 500 winner. Also, the winner just a couple of weeks ago, David Rudiman.
We had a big amount of rain last night.
Left side tires up, David.
This track was very green when this race started.
Yeah, that outside groove is always very slick to start this race. And as you pointed out, Andy, with no rubber there whatsoever, the whole racetrack's going to have a lot of slickness to it.
In fact, so much rain that NASCAR calls for a mandatory caution at lap 15.
Looks like Elliott Sadler going down there, too, might have had some damage.
You see just a little damage on the left front fender from Kyle Busch's car there, but man, Reed Sorensen's car is destroyed.
Todd Bodine also in it. Here we go.
Looks like Kyle's one sideways.
Yeah, looked like Kyle got sideways and into Hornish. There's 0 into Elliott Sadler's 19.
Yeah, and then you see Reed, and that's where he gets all his damage. He kind of KOs the wall, and then Elliott Sadler. Looks like Bobby Labonte got into it.
Needs 160 laps. Jimmy Johnson chooses the outside lane for the start. Cars around and stacked up into the wall. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Juan Pablo Montoya, and Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, it looked like the 42 might have got into Ricky Stenhouse in that 17 car.
Yeah, it looked like they were funneling down into turn 1. Not sure if Ricky came down or whether Juan Pablo went up and got to the left rear, but definitely turned him around.
Yeah, as I watched them fan out and go down, we talked about the start and restart.
Everything's destroyed.
400-mile race that you could show a little bit more patience down into that first corner.
Montoya has a lot of damage as well.
Stenhouse started 17th. Montoya started 19th. Matt Kenseth started 24th.
I saw Montoya really go to the inside here early. After he crosses his start-finish line, look at him jump out then. He's getting a big push there. Of course, they're fanned out 3, 4 wide, at least getting down in here. Let's see if Montoya slips up or if Stenhouse comes down. Yeah. Racing.
Definitely fighting over real estate.
267 laps to make up the 400-mile distance today. The 4th race in the chase. A lot of folks saying this could turn out to be as big a wild card as Talladega. Set to go with the Hollywood Casino 400 at Kansas.
Trouble already.
Cars in the wall. Danica Patrick, David Rudiman, and more down on the grass. And Kyle Busch. Doesn't look like any damage to the 18 car, but might have spun down onto the apron, avoiding trouble.
And just made a kind of an erratic move, and the car just jumped out from under it.
Well, very similar to what happened to Kyle Busch on the first lap of practice yesterday morning, although he was able to just maybe hit the side more than the